welcome to Theo Rossi. Theo, we had a story in the news today about SNL's Pete Davidson and Colin Jost buying the new boat to go back and forth from Staten Island and entertain and comedy and party and drink and like have the best time ever. Yeah. But you're from Staten Island.
Yes.
And is it true that you didn't like grow up necessarily around a bunch of arty people and did not see this as your future?
Have you spent a lot of time in Staten Island?
Not enough. But I'm getting on that boat and going over there.
And you're never getting off it.
That's true. I'll go back and forth and then go.
Staten Island is its own world. It's part of New York City, but it's not part of New York City. It's just a different kind of place. And it's an amazing place to grow up because it was kind of like a throwback, especially for me, 80s, 90s, kind of being outside all the time and doing whatever, neighborhoods and all that. And then you still had access to the city. But no, I had never met anyone. My mom's a dressmaker. She went to FIT. You know,
really?
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, my mom was like she's a beast. She's like the most powerful woman on the planet, like, you know, in every single way. That was the only thing that kept me around art.
Okay, I love the way you speak about your mother, but I also fell in love with the way you speak about your father.
Yeah.
And your parenting style.
Yeah.
Will you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, my father left when I was, probably really left when I was 8, you know, and now as a much older person can look back and say it's the best thing that ever happened to me. When I was young, it didn't feel like it, but the reason I say it's the best thing is I would never be the father I am to my 2 sons if he didn't. I would never I wouldn't be sitting here with you because the truth is him leaving and potentially that longing for a figure had made me a better artist. How do you know how to be a great parent if you don't come from bad parenting?
Okay. In a very platonic, your wife first kind of a way, I love you. I'm so moved by that. Now, you're from Staten Island, but is it true now you live in Austin, Texas?
I do, yeah. We live on a ranch. Yeah, it's amazing. And you kind of just disappear once you get in. And the kids are like wildlings. You know, it's like Lord of the Flies with these 2 boys. I mean, their hair's down to here, and they're just like covered in mud. Like, you know, at night you're just trying to get a decent amount of mud off them when they're in the bath. And they're just... Yeah, they're wild. They're wild. I love them so much.
I always tell my kids, I'm like, if you're dirty, it was a good day.
Yeah. And they're I mean, I left to fly here, you know, last night, and I was still putting up the zip line like that. We're doing this 100-foot zip line. Yeah. We grow all our own food, and yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it really is Lord of the Flies. And it's and I'm just so happy with how they are able to just get out there, and in a world that's gotten so big, right? The world has gotten so big, but yet so small, right? They could dive into an iPad and get lost or whatever. They're out there, you know, picking up worms and learning about how to work the garden. And we go out on our walks all day with the dogs. We're about to adopt a bunch of donkeys and chickens and goats. And they're just kind of like in it. And I love that.
Is it true your wife wants to maybe have one more child?
Well, that's up to her. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just an innocent bystander and all that.
How would you feel if you had another, if you had another boy, what would that journey be? If you had a girl, what would that journey be?
I would love to have a girl.
That's what I heard.
I'm raised by women. I would love to have a girl. I mean, if girls got all together, they would just take over the world anyway, so I might as well just have one. Theo, do you just get people to fall in love with you everywhere you go? You're such an amazing person. Oh, well, yeah. Tell my wife that. Keep telling that. She needs to hear it at all times.
I have a feeling she knows it. If she wants to keep nesting and, you know, trust me, that's a good sign.